Hello everybody. Hello, welcome, welcome. It's Lisa with Crafting and Cruising. Come on in here. We're gonna do a live and we are going to pray hard that maybe with our new router, maybe we can stay connected. Don't know. Let me know when you get on. Tell me you're here. Denise, hello sister. And if you watch the replay, please hashtag replay so I'll know you were here. It is getting dark already in Tennessee and dreary. Hey, Stephanie. It's a dreary, dreary day here. It was kind of sunny earlier. So Rodney's burning some brush in the valley. Probably a good time to burn since it's been raining. Hey, Jenny. How are you? And we're trying to get ready for our trip, trying to get ready for Romano to come, trying to finish all the Christmas decorating. Just a lot, I tell you. So what we're going to do, I have this metal, hey Bonnie, elk or deer, Sandy Stanley, my friend. Hello. Rodney's back there. He just hadn't said anything yet.
Yep, I'm here.
So I've already started a lot of it. Oh, no, I hate the ring light in my glasses, sorry. Because I kind of needed to see how it was going to go. So this was all metal, white. Well, it came with a coat of white that somebody had painted on it, not me. And so I put some more white on it. And we're going to decoupage on this side, this MC napkin, okay? And then I wanted to black and white check the other side. So I went on and marked them off using a popsicle stick. And I just started doing them because I knew y'all wouldn't want to get on here and watch me do all those checks. So I'm going to do some of them. Then I took some of the leftover napkin and put down here at the bottom. So I still have to finish that. And then I think that we're going to do his hoofs in gold. Ronnie, would you look in that yellow box with the yellow top over there and mess around a little bit, see if you can find some greenery, berries and greenery or whatever. Then what I want to do is, it's cold and rainy in Virginia. Hey, Anita. I want to do his antlers in the brown blocking that we used yesterday. Remember the brown balls that we did to look like velvet? I still hadn't painted the tops to put in here, but y'all, these turned out so pretty. This is my favorite color. Isn't that so pretty? And then we have, oh, this one got some red on it. There we go. We have this pinkish coral. Oh, honey, I need a lot more than that. This is going to go on the bottom. Oh, I see this red one. Look at these ornaments. And I see one of my granddaughters just did. At this color. Aren't those pretty?
Those are pretty.
Huh?
Do they have flock on them?
Yeah, it's flocking. It looks like velvet. Isn't that so pretty?
That's smart.
So I'm getting ready to do his antlers in the same thing so it'll look like he's in velvet, as Pop calls it. So, there should be some greenery in there.
Yep, I should.
Sorry, y'all. He's trying to find me some greenery to go on this. Maybe Macy can help you. There should be just like some loose pieces of greenery and berries and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so here's what we're going to do first. Since I've already started down here on the bottom, I want to finish this part out and get it done. And then we will try to decoupage on the other side. So what I did was I cut the border of the napkin all the way around 4 sides. So we still have these little checks down here. And I lined it up so that the black and white checks, thank you, just put on 4, would be, I could put them right on this bottom white edge and then wrap it up on the side. Now, by doing that, I'm trying to match up this pattern. Let me show you. See, this napkin has a pattern like a ribbon. And so I'm going to try to match it up down here with these reds. When they overlap, hey Julie, when they overlap, hey Joanne, you can see a little line under there where they overlap. We're going to be putting greenery there, so it's not going to matter. So I'm using Deb's Design Diary DIY liquid patina, especially when I use napkins. I've already scrubbed, hey Debbie Prognor, a couple of places out of this napkin trying to lay it flat. So when you remove all those plies from the napkin, it's really hard not to tear it. So you have to be very gentle. I thought about, when I decoupaged this side, I thought about putting Mod Podge on, drying it, and then doing the iron method. But it would be hard to put the iron down in here, so then I thought, I'll just do it the standard way. I know y'all are going to hear the dog barking. He's out there in the pen, and he sees one of his owners. Rodney's getting ready to take our granddaughter, who just got her license, driving, because I'm trying to line these up. She is going to be driving his truck, and there's just a few little things about the truck that he wants to show her. Okay, let me see if I can try to line this up. So I'm sorry, y'all. He's going to be a pain. Okay, let me lay this down because I want this right on the edge. Now, since I'm painting his hooves gold, I had thought about coming back around this edge with gold, but I really like being able to pick up the black and white check down here, since I did black and white check on the other side. Hand painted. Hello from sunny San Diego with the Nutcracker crew. I'm so jealous. I hope y'all are having a great time. Tell Nicole and Mom and Debbie and Mary and whoever else is there, I said hello. And I miss you guys. Okay, these didn't totally line up perfectly. That's okay. I'm going to cross them over down here. Put a lot of this Deb's Design Diary liquid patina so that I can cross these over, and then where I need to trim around the hooks, I will. I may have to go fuss at the dog in a minute because he may not shut up. He's mad. Can you tell? Okay, so now I'm just going right around this little hoof right here so I can pull that off. And I'm tapping so it'll loosen the napkin around there. And then I can just tear that little extra piece off. I love napkins, but I'm telling you, I've gotten so used to using rice paper that I'd really prefer rice paper. It's a lot more forgiving than these napkins are. So, today I got my nails done, toenails done, since Ronnie and I are getting ready to leave. And I've still got so much more work I need to do around here before we go to finish up my Christmas decorations. I just ordered some big bows for the porch from Amazon, so I'm hoping they're going to arrive before we leave. And then we'll be gone for a week. I am in the Mystery Box Challenge on Sunday night, and we get there Sunday afternoon. So I'm hoping that I'll still be able to participate. You don't know. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Sharon. We just don't know, y'all, until we get there and see, do we have Wi-Fi? Let me pull comments up over here so maybe I can read them more easily. This one sometimes gets behind. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a sanding block and sand off these edges. I could just do these edges gold, but I really think I just need to do them in the black and white trim. And what I'll do is just cut the trim to fit. Okay, so see, here's our base. And now I'm going to cut another piece off this napkin right here to put, I'm just going to cut this, the black and white check off, and then that'll be wide enough, it'll be a long enough piece and wide enough I can do these two ends since the long sides are done. Once we get the decoupage, the napkin down on this other side, I may try to burn around the hard to get to places. Last time I did that, it didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to. But I was using this liquid patina instead of Mod Podge. I don't know if that had anything to do with it or if I just did not have a good enough coat. But if you're going to do the burn method, one thing you need to keep in mind for sure is that you have to get every little part of your piece that you're decoupaging covered well in your decoupage medium of choice. Because when you get that lighter going, if there's any part that's not completely adhered to the Mod Podge or whatever, then it's just going to flame up and then it's just going to burn and you're going to be so disappointed. So make sure you use a very generous amount of Mod Podge or whatever you're putting your decoupage down with. Okay, so let's take our brush and put a little bit right here. I'm just using an old beat up brush. So Julie, how many people are taking the class? Hey Gail, hey Donna, hey Joy, welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Julie, if you're still on here, tell us how many are in San Diego taking the class. I wanted to do it so badly. If they just had not had to change the date, I would have been there. But, you know, I had to make a choice. Antigua with my husband or come to the class. This is probably once in a lifetime thing with Antigua, so I decided Antigua. But I do miss being there. Okay, let me just trim this so I won't tear it. Okay. Oops. Then I'm just going to tap, tap, tap a little bit on top to make sure that it's secured. As Justin says, Justin the Crafty Brother, there's no cure like secure. Hey, Carmen. Donna, Rodney's not in here. He was, but then he looked at me and said he was going to take our granddaughter driving in his truck. So, can't believe it's already time for her to be driving. And now she's going to be driving herself to school. And she's not used to that truck. So, it's not that it's not hard or anything. But there's just some features he said he wanted to show her. And just, you know, some things that maybe a grandfather could say that maybe if a mom said it, it wouldn't be received quite as well. I'll join you in Antigua. Come on. Come on, sis. We're going to be at Cocoa Bay Resort. It's an all-adult resort. No children. All-inclusive. So you just tell me when you're going to be there. And I'll see you there. Okay. So now we have the ends done in the black and white check napkin. We've got this down here, and I see a little bit of paper. Let me get my X-Acto knife and cut a little piece of this napkin from around the hoof down here. Another reason I went on and did part of this ahead of time was I wanted it to dry. When I do checks, I know it just gets boring to people to just sit and watch checks constantly. Some people, I love it, but some people just kind of like watching paint dry. You know, hey, Luann, hey, Carol. Perfect, Julie said. Okay, you come on. I'm not kidding. Look up the resort and you'll really want to come. Okay, so now let's get back to our black and white checks. Now, I have not put the white in here yet. We've just done the checks. So let's go on and finish our checks before we start decoupaging on the other side. I'm using actually 2 brushes. I'm using the Black Silver by Dynasty number 8 for the majority of it, but then where I need to touch up, I'm using the Black Silver Dynasty number 2. You can use a black Sharpie, but what I have found a lot of times is that my Sharpie is not exactly the same black as this lamp black from Deco Art, and then I'm like, oh, that doesn't look, you can tell. So anyway, as Debbie has taught us, you get your brush loaded with paint, and then you offload in the center of your square, your check. Then you get in one corner and you pull straight down, but be careful you don't go too low. Then I go straight across and straight down again, being careful not to go too low. And listen, if you do, all you have to do is take your white paint and go back over it. Let it dry, and then you go right back over it. No big deal. It's just paint and a surface. So I got to find a surface to take with me to do the mystery box with on Sunday night from Antigua. And then if we get reception, which I hope we do, then I need to, do my lives on Tuesday and Thursday while we're there. I never did line up any guest crafters. So, okay, so now I've got it turned sideways. I'm just offloading in the center, coming over here in the corner, pulling straight down. Now, here's another thing. When you mark your checks off, it's a good idea to take a pencil and in every other one, just put either like a little X or a little check mark. I did that earlier, and I started painting on my checks, and guess what? After I had done 2 or 3, I realized that I was coming up on some that were going to be totally off. Hey, Clara. So, thank goodness I saw it before anything was damaged too much, but I had to go back in then and erase all of my little check marks I had put in the squares because I was off by 1. So, here's what I've learned about myself. I'm a perfectionist, number 1, which is not necessarily a good thing, but I am. I'm a perfectionist. So if something gets messed up and I don't get it fixed perfectly, then I'll just keep redoing it until, to me, it's as close to perfect as it can be. But I had to make sure that I erased, hey Linda, all of those check marks that were in the wrong place. And then, even though I have them erased, and I'm looking at one right now that didn't totally get taken care of well, and y'all wouldn't even see it, but I can see it. Then I go back over it with white paint. It's crazy, I know, but that's just who I am. I don't like doing anything halfway. So I will always make sure that I erase it real well and then cover over it with white paint. You don't have to do that. That's just the weirdness of me. The weirdness of Lisa. And you want to get your corners touching. That's where it can get tricky with these brushes, and to get them perfectly, straight like you need them. So in those cases, you can, if you want to, use a Sharpie just to fill in those little corners to make sure you don't, go over. So this part is almost done. I don't know what kind of greenery my husband brought me, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's what I wanted, but he was in a hurry, so I may have to find my own greenery. I just want to put a little greenery at the bottom and then maybe a little bit up by his antlers. I'm not sure. Okay, so I need to do this one. See, I was off because I had the one next to it marked. So it's a good thing I checked. I'll get to talking sometimes when I'm doing a live, and then looked down and realized that, oh, you just messed up. You put 2 blacks together. Or 2 whites together, whatever. I just didn't have them marked right. So that's critical. So what y'all been doing? Did anybody ever answer my question whether or not you got all your decoration done for Christmas yet? Somebody I saw online the other day, and I can't remember who it was. If Barbara Poston's on here, she may remember. Said they were already through with their Christmas shopping, y'all. Oh, what in the world? How can you be through with your Christmas shopping? Then I was a little bit jealous. Of course, I've asked all of my family now to please go on and give me their list for Christmas, because I like to get everything ordered and in so that I know I'm not going to be short a gift on somebody. And then I like to just sit down one night while I'm watching Christmas movies with Rodney and do all the wrapping. But I don't want to get them stuff that they don't want, and I don't want to get them stuff they're going to send back. So it's just better for me if my daughter in Kentucky will send me a list for her girls. Of course, I told y'all the other night, her oldest has already sent me her list. And that little cutie pie is so clever. She said this year she made a different list for each one of us because, hey Renee, hey Terry, because if each one of us gets a different list, then maybe she'll get everything she wants on her list. Hey, Shelly Sacklin, sister. That's pretty smart of her, huh? Yep. It's also pretty manipulative. So I'm hoping that they will get me lists soon. It's really hard to get my son to give me a list. He's probably the hardest one I have to deal with. And I don't know what to buy him, you know. And a lot of times they say, just give me money. But I don't see, I just went over right there in the white. That's okay, I can touch it up when it dries. Just give me money. I need money. And I'm like, okay, I might give you some money too, but I want you to have at least something to unwrap Christmas morning. That's always my favorite part. Hey, Dottie is watching all the unwrapping, and just to open up an envelope of money, even if you divided it up and gave them, you know, 10 envelopes with money or 20 envelopes, it's just not the same. I don't like that. So last night, the oldest granddaughter, she had just told me yesterday, I know, but I need money to pay off my credit card, and you know, I need money to get stuff I need or want or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but then can't you tell me something of what you need or want so I can at least wrap something and put it under the tree? So last night we were laying in bed and I got this text from her. And it said, I just looked at it quickly because we were watching a show, and it said, here's my Christmas list. And so I said, oh man, that was quick. Okay, thanks, babe. And I didn't read it, y'all. She wrote back and she said, Lolly, that was something that I copied from Instagram. And it was kind of gross. When I give money or gift cards, I wrap in a big box. Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know. Even one of the younger granddaughters said, the one in Kentucky, she said, you can just take me shopping when I'm there. And I said, okay, that's fine. But I still have to get you something to unwrap. So she did give me a list. My list that she gave me has, I think it's mostly makeup in it. She just started middle school. So she wants makeup. Okay, now y'all know I don't usually like stark white. So there's a good chance that after all this is done, I will go back over this with wax, Bare Antique Wax. Let me touch up that place I just messed up. Here it is. And if you were to look closely at my checks, you would see they're not perfect. People go, oh, your checks are so perfect. No. Don't look closely. Okay, so now I want to take just a little bit of diluted white. I'm going to put some, I just use these silver trays. They can just wipe out real easily. All right, I'm going to put some here and just add a little bit of water and thin it down real well, okay? And then I'm going to start in a white area, choose either the left side or the right side, and do the same side on each one, and do a little pull down. So I'm starting in the white, and I'm just going, that's a little too much. Let me wipe some of that off. Okay, so I'm doing it on the left side, left. No, I don't like this brush. Oh, please. I gotta get that off there. I don't like that. I have to touch it up with black. That wasn't a good brush. Let me fill those back in. Dry it real quick, and then we're going to decoupage, and we're going to do the antlers last. Lisa. Goodness me. See, I start talking, I mess up. A sweet friend, Vicky, that many of y'all have prayed for before with all the brain surgeries. She texted me today and she goes, we need to go somewhere. I need to get to sun and rest. Yeah, that would be nice. Wish you could go with me. All right, let's try this again. Let's come over here to this one. Can y'all see? Okay, let's come up here to this one and just go straight down. There we go. I don't want it real dark. Maybe a little bit darker than when I had it, but you just do it quick. You just kind of swipe. You're not trying to keep it perfect and even and all that. You're just trying to do just a little bit of white to show. If you want more, you can go back and add more. But it's easier if you start in the white and pull down where you can. That one I couldn't. Make that one a little darker. A little bit more on here. Then we will put a top coat on, but I probably won't put the top coat on until I wax it. The wax really serves as a top coat, so you don't have to use a top coat over wax, but I like to. Okay. I'll hold it up and show you in just a minute. Let me darken a few of these. Nope, I didn't get this one. Another thing about using these silver trays is you can just wipe them out. It's too wet. Just wash them out. You're good to go next time. But you're not wasting so many paper plates. Okay. There you go. Hey, Joanne and Estelle, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we've got that done. Oops, I see one little black one down here I missed. There we go. I think my paint was so thin you can't really see it. I have to give it just a little more oomph. Okay. So now we're going to turn it over and we're going to decoupage the napkin on here. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Sandy. Okay, so I've already kind of cut around this just because I didn't want the whole napkin on here. So, hey sis, so I kind of just cut around it and I tried to line it up because what I'm going to do is let the napkin stripes just become part of his leg too. I'm not going to go back and redo the leg on here. I may kind of, yeah, I'm going to leave that red there. So what you want to do is you want to just do a little bit at a time. Like I said, I had thought about doing the iron method, but to try to get in these little cracks and crevices, it wasn't going to, I don't think it would have worked too well. So I'm just going to do a section at a time and then try to flatten it myself. I do have a little plastic bag here that I can put on my hand. Maybe I'll use, I don't want to use that one. So I'll just put it on my hand and then rub it over to rub out any wrinkles. So let me get it lined up just like I want it to make sure that I get the most of the napkin on the body. Okay, let's see. Pull it down a little bit. I'm going to lose a lot of that yellow, but that's okay. And if I want to, I can go back and piece some in. So let's start over here on this side. And I'm going to just put some DIY liquid patina on here. Now, there's this one leg is behind, and there's a little, you know, separation up there. So I'll have to try to just make sure that I get it done really, really well and pressed in there. And then hopefully by just doing it a little at a time, I can keep big wrinkles out of it. Okay, so let me pull this over and, whoops, tap, tap, tap first. Let's see, I didn't get it down far enough on the feet. Hold on. Tap, tap, tap. Still didn't get it far enough down on the feet. Kimberly, can you hear Coda out there crying? Kimberly has met Coda. Sure, she recognizes that whining. She probably heard it all night when she was trying to sleep here. Hey, Linda. Hey, Sue. Okay, let me put this bag over my hand because I see some wrinkles, and now I'm just going to gently, very gently push so that I don't tear the napkin. I'm okay if it has some wrinkles in it. I will guarantee you that these animals are not perfectly without wrinkles, right? They have to have wrinkles, just like me. I earned every one of them. I did go for my physical yesterday. I told y'all I was going for a physical, and they called me today and said that all of my labs looked good. I was so happy. Okay, so now I'm going to pull it this way, and I'm going to continue adding this liquid patina just a little bit at a time. So tell me, do you do like big plans at Christmas? Do you go to family? Does family come to you? How do y'all celebrate with your family? We try to do a little bit here and a little bit in Lynchburg where Rodney's from. Now see where this is not sticking down because there's a big gap. I'm going to cut a hole right there. And then when I get ready to burn it, if I do burn it, then there will be less to burn off. Let me see if y'all answered. Nope, nobody's answered yet. Okay, so let me get my plastic bag on. Gently smooth. So sorry about the dog barking, you guys. I told y'all yesterday, if you were on my live, the man that oversees the property next to us, which is vacant, apparently has started hunting over there. Rodney's met him, the rest of us haven't. He doesn't live over there. He just watches the property during the day, I guess. And he let it be known that he wanted our dogs put up because they were coming over there and chasing the deer away, so he couldn't hunt. So see, part of my napkin came off right here. That's okay, I can piece it. I'll actually take this little thing right here and cut holes, so it won't be so much. Okay, now let's go on. I'm going to turn it a little bit so I can reach it better. We're going to go on to this next section. And it really doesn't take long. It may seem like long to y'all just because I'm sitting here talking too. Running my mouth. We'll go just next to the leg and not do the leg yet. One of my sisters in North Carolina, we haven't all been together Christmas in 5 years. How fun. I'm so glad you're going. That sounds like so much fun. Will there be a lot of people there? I love big gatherings at Christmas. Love it. Okay, so my bag is here. You don't have to use a big bag like this. You can just use like, hey Sue, you can just use a dry cleaner bag or a piece of handy wrap. Okay, now let's come over here. Go on and get this leg done and the body right above it. You don't want to put too much liquid on there either because that just pulls on the paper and makes it want to tear even worse. I bet my granddaughter's a nervous wreck riding with Rodney. My other granddaughter said last night something about the fact that she remembers when Pop wanted to take her driving and she was so nervous. She said, like, at one point he said, you didn't come to a complete stop. And I bet this one is even more nervous to ride with him. He is, y'all know Rodney, he is so conscientious, so safety first oriented. And gosh, when our children were little, he didn't want them to fall or anything. He was so protective. And I said, honey, they've got to fall some. They're never going to learn how to take care of themselves and be safe and healthy if they don't fall some. We got to let them fall. And he was like, you need to watch them closer. Hey, Lynn. And so anyway, I mean, I know that's a good trait to have, but sometimes it can get really annoying. So I'm sure this granddaughter is probably like, oh gosh, why did I have to come driving with Pop? I'm going to tap this down right here since it's one leg and then the other one behind it. I'll make sure they're going to get covered really well. And I hope the burn method will work. I'm getting a little scared to think about the burn method because I'm always afraid I don't have enough stuff to hold it down. But what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work and I have to start over. Not tonight, for sure. Okay, let me cut a little bit of it. Like, I'm going to go on and cut all this off because it's getting in my way. this is going to be a little bit too much, so I'll probably use the X-Acto knife up here to trim it. But it's always a good idea once you put something like this down to go back over it with another coat of your decoupage medium just to be sure it's staying. Stretch that a little bit. See if I can get it covered. I thought about, I may take some of this red and put on his nose, make him a Rudolph. How about that? That would be cute. Okay, Lisa, get it good and covered. You're gonna burn it. Oh, he may just be letting her drive around the property here. It sounds like they're driving around here. Okay, so now we have our napkin on. It looks like a hot mess, doesn't it? Now that I've got it held up here, I can see where I need to trim. If you don't trim this excess off, you don't want to trim all of it off, obviously, because if you're going to burn it. But if you don't trim most of it off, it will flame up. And then you run the risk of burning your paper on the other side. I've got a pair of small scissors here, if I can get to them. Yes, I'll get them. I'll make it easier to cut. Okay, I came in here today and it smelled like a dead mouse. And we have not been able to find it yet. So, see, that came off. So that's not gonna, I can't burn that till I get it back on. Ah, just tore it too. Come on, Lisa. Hold your mouth right. Where'd my brush go? And again, I can piece it. Hello?
You still alive?
I am still alive. Did y'all just drive around here?
Well, we went down the valley a few times and down to Kroger and got some gas.
Oh, you did go to Kroger?
Around the roundabout.
I've been telling everybody you've taken her out driving.
She did pretty good.
Okay, y'all, this is going to have to be pieced for sure. All right, let's cut some of this extra off. If I hold it up to the light, I can see better. Then, without this extra on here, I can check to be sure I've got good adherence from the decoupage medium. Are you going to get on and read comments or not?
Yeah, I could probably do that. Who all's on did I know?
Well, Julie Bishop was on. I don't know if she still is or not because she's in San Diego with Debbie at the Nutcracker thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Sandy Stanley. And, gosh. I don't know, Ronnie. I can't remember everybody.
It's okay.
Okay, I'm going to take this X-Acto knife and I'm going to cut right along this edge where I see my brown paint so I can get this little piece off. I told him, I said, Macy's probably nervous riding with her granddad. Carly was telling me about when you took her. Told you that last night.
She didn't sing too much.
Okay.
And let's see. Talking and cruising. You sure you're live?
Well, I'm live on the iPad and I'm live on my phone. You seem to always have trouble
No, I see you there.
getting on.
I see you there now.
Crafting and cruising.
Mary, it says right on your shirt.
Merry Christmas. Okay, I just pieced that little piece in there. Oakley dokley.
Hello, Mildred Harris.
This off. Ronnie's got he needs to get his sled he did the other night, his sleigh, and show y'all he finished it. His green sleigh with the Harlequin. Looks really good. Okay, let's got that out. Now we need to get some of this out. One of the advantages of doing the burn method is some of these little corners and stuff are really hard to get into to cut. So if you do the burn method, it just burns it right off for you. Then you don't have to worry about it. This one is tearing something awful while I'm trying to cut it. So I'm going to have to piece it. And that's why you want to make sure you have enough napkins at your disposal if you're using this method. So you can piece.
Mary Beth Faulkner's watching. So
Julie said it was beautiful in San Diego. Braggart. She also said she was going to go to Antigua with us.
I saw there's a storm coming across
Caribbean, I saw that.
Coming across Mexico, so I think it's already past where we'll be.
Okay, y'all. Sorry, I know this is like watching paint dry. It's boring, but I've got to make sure that everything is trimmed up and pushed down really good with the medium.
And Wanda Tyler's watching.
Okay, now I'm going to go on and go back over all of it. And then we'll run the dryer over it. But I want to make sure that it's all down nicely before I burn it.
That deer is camo for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Could hide under a Christmas tree.
Is this really all the greenery you saw in there?
No. Just the first
I had a
onload that I
ton
got.
of small greeneries, which what I really need, little pieces of stuff.
Did you look in that bag?
I'm thinking this little bag in here, isn't it mostly like pine cones?
I don't know. Some things were kind of green in there.
Maybe there's some little greenery, I don't know. Y'all, somebody had posted, I don't think it was anybody y'all would know, I think it was a friend of mine, had posted this recipe yesterday. And it was for like a corn casserole, which I make a corn casserole and take to Rodney's sisters every year for Thanksgiving. Mine's called corn pudding is what it's actually called, but I've been making it for years.
Yeah,
well,
green in there.
yeah, it's kind of my friend posted this recipe that has, it's pretty much the same as mine. It's got cream style corn, whole kernel corn, but it also has cream cheese in there. It looks so good. So I think that what I want to do is try it when I get back from Antigua before I make it to take to her house for Thanksgiving. And if it tastes as good as it looks, then instead of doing my corn pudding, I'm going to do that because it really looked good. Okay, this poor little leg is all messed up.
And you call that a metal moose?
Metal moose or elk or something. I don't know what it is.
Metal moose sounds like Metamucil.
Well, it's not Metamucil. Okay, this has tons of wrinkles in it, and I'm totally okay with that.
It could be a moose. Looks a little more like an elk, but it's...
All right, let's dry it, and then we'll see if we can burn it without setting the bus on fire. Hey, Linda, Sue Frazier, hello, hello. Got to get my comment reader to start reading more now that he's here.
Renee Sharp is watching.
I'm going to be excited to do these antlers. I think that's going to be fun. Okay. Get it dry, get it dry. Tomorrow, I will be in Craft Around the Clock for a Fun Friday event. It's crafting with cardboard.
Hello, Deborah Jed.
Hey, sis. Crafting with cardboard. I put a post on my page, and I also put it in my stories. It's got my time. I want to say 3:45, but I may be wrong. All right. Let me see. Do I have a little... Right in, need you to get me a lighter. I think I put all of them in the drawer over here.
Deborah Rogers McDaniel's watching.
Okay, let's see. See what happens. I don't want one that's hard. No, not that one for sure. I can't do that one.
Got a green one.
Sure. All right, y'all ready?
I got the fire extinguisher handy.
I blow on it just because I don't want it to come over here and ruin my checks either. Y'all see it? Following the path.
Smoke detector be going off soon.
Okay.
Got a lot of paper down there. Fried moose.
Maybe have a moose for dinner. Then you can either take a brush and just go back over and get your little rough edges off, or just tap it off like I'm doing.
You could paint it brown, have a chocolate mousse.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Clara Christiana is watching. No, Christina. Christina.
Claire Christina. Welcome, welcome. Can they see it burning on there?
Well, if you'd hold up toward the camera, they could. Yeah, I see it now. It's a lot of fire. Coming out pretty well.
Okay.
Deborah Jed, just leaving Sight and Sound Theater, saw excellent presentation of Daniel.
Oh, yeah, she's in Lancaster, I think. I think that's where she said she was going. Is it Lancaster, Deborah? Then after I get all this done, I can go back and piece where I've got white spots.
Deborah Jed says Frozen.
Not on my end. Is anybody else frozen?
We seem pretty unfrozen here in Tennessee.
Okay. Now y'all look. Oops, wrong way. See how it took all that excess off? There's still a little bit around the edges. If I turn it to the back side, I can see where it's not totally burnt yet.
Cherokee Cheyenne is watching.
Hey!
Sue Frazier says it's not frozen there. Valerie says not frozen there.
Good, good, good. Maybe this new router's going to work. I also didn't do it through my Meta Business Suite. I just came on Facebook. Keep your fingers crossed, everybody.
It's starting to smell a little bit like fried moose in here.
It is. How would you know what fried moose smells like?
I've eaten moose before, Elise.
Fried?
You know what? I don't
Probably
know.
not.
It was in a big...
Okay.
It was not separate where I could tell how it had been cooked, really.
There you go. Cool, huh? Now, I want to see if we take a little piece of this red right here and put it on his little nose, how that will look. Let's see.
Sue says it's beautiful.
Thank you, Sue. All right, let me see if that's big enough. I think that's cute. Let me just get some little...
Was it just a dot of red, or did you have a...
It's part of the napkin. I just tore some of the napkin off the red part. And I'm putting it up here.
You're a little out of frame with the actual painting
sorry.
stuff.
Sorry, y'all.
But the top of your head looks great.
Thanks. That's what you do when you're covering up dirty hair. Okay, see? He has a little red nose. Now, let me see where I need to piece him real quick before we do his antlers. I know I need some over here. So I'm just going to take this paper, this napkin that's left, and I'm just going to tear it because I don't want straight edges. I can go back and burn it again where it's sticking up, but I don't want a bunch of straight lines. So I'm going to put this down right here, cover it, and I see just a little place right there that needs a little tiny black. So let's put that in there. And all of these colors will come out and be a lot more brilliant when I put the clear coat, the top coat on it. Let's see. There's another stripe.
I like the way you use the candy cane for the base. That looks good.
Thank you. It's not lined up perfectly, but that's why I want the greenery down there. The greenery will cover a multitude of sins, you know.
Judy Godfrey Mullins is watching.
Judy
Hello.
Mullins, how are you, my sister? Okay. Put this piece right here. That fits perfectly right there. Okay. Let me see. Do I need it anywhere else? Ooh, well, I got stuff all over my desk. I just blew everywhere.
Ashes.
Yeah. Okay. I think instead of painting, I'm going to paint his hooves gold on the other side, but I'm going to leave them with the paper right here on this side. So I need some red right down here on this hoof. And I promise you, nobody's going to look at this close enough and go, oh my word, she pieced that right there. This will be for sale. Okay, dry it a little bit. And then burn all that extra off. Then we'll do the antlers.
Well, how much you gonna sell it for? I may buy it right now.
I see the price on the bottom of this deer when I bought it, $3.
$3.
Trying to take this tag off right now. It says $3 is how much I paid for him.
Well, he ought to be at least worth $3 then.
Well, I'll sell him to you for $300.
Huh. $300.
Don't y'all think that's reasonable for all this work? Don't you think $300 to him? I'll sign it on the bottom. Trying to get this little extra stuff off here. Okay. So now we're gonna burn, burn, baby, burn. Now I told y'all I was gonna probably go over this with the brown wax because I don't like this stark white. So, okay, now we got him all pieced. Let's take a little bit of this wax really quickly. And I had all of my brushes together to use on my wax in one of these containers. Hold, please. Here they are. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to take my wax and y'all see, take my wax and just go over him, the black and the white. And I'll do about half of him, and then I'll wipe it off. And I still will put a clear coat on here. So in the comments, tell me your favorite Christmas movie.
Favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie. And I'm going to go back over these checks with a little bit more white too, since it was so diluted, and then I went over it with this. So see the difference when you put the wax versus just leaving it solid white, and I think it blends better with all of this too.
Christmas Vacation, says Deborah McDaniel.
Christmas Vacation, love it.
I put Home Alone for mine.
You did?
Yep.
I bet a lot of people will put Home Alone.
Kefany Jackson is watching.
Hey, Kefany. I like It's a Wonderful Life.
Jenny Rudder says It's a Wonderful Life.
Meet you, Jenny.
Desi Osteen is watching.
Hello, Desi.
Judy Duke is watching. All right, everybody, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie. Every time a bell rings and the angel gets his wings. But y'all, we've been, I'll start to say Papa and I. Rodney and I have been watching Hallmark movies. I love them. I don't care if they all have pretty much the same theme. I love them.
I hear a dog barking. Actually,
yes, he's been. I told him early on. I said, I'm so sorry. This dog.
I'm just going to turn him out. It's dark now.
Okay, turn him out. That's a good idea. He'll run
hunting
crazy
time.
and get out of our way. Okay. Here, Rodney.
Well,
now, let me get this white paint back out just so I can make my little white things. What do you call them? You know, those little lines. I'm not going to say the word. Make them a little bit brighter. Okay. Hey, Dawn. Judy. Okay, I went and got my nails done today, y'all. They look terrible with all this paint on them, but I decided to get them kind of a Christmas color. Okay. Now.
Della Warren is watching.
This white, I don't
Teresa
mind
Cashero is
much,
watching.
but I'm not doing it real bright. I meant a whole lot so that it won't be real bright.
Mary Mom is watching.
Hey, Mare. How are you, sister? And where are you?
Mare, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Okay, these are showing up a little bit better now. Let's see. Make sure I got them. Aw. Nope, missed one. Oh, I forgot these legs down here. Okay. Here we go. Now you can see those a little bit better. Okay. And now we're you're going to
Caroline
do.
Orlando, welcome.
Carolyn, hey, hey, hey. All right, on these, now, using this flocking, if you weren't on my live last night, no, not last night, night before last, when I did these ornaments, I'm going to hold them up one more time and show you. But instead of using this Deb's Design Diary Liquid Patina, I'm going to use Mod Podge, which is what I used the other night. It's thicker, and so I think it'll stay on there better. So that's what we're going to use to hold the flocking powder to make it look like he's in velvet. That's what I'm saying. He's in velvet. Okay. Just needed some of this stuff off of my desk so I can see what I'm doing. Y'all, my kids used to have a teacher in school, and we loved her. She was our favorite teacher, but she would say, now, sit down at your desk. Get your notebook out of your desk. Oh, she is a teacher in a high school, and she is saying desk. Bless her heart. Okay. Here we go. Ronnie, can I ask you to take these out of my way, please?
Those little things right there?
In case y'all didn't see these the other night, I'm going to show you. Look, where they touched up against the red, they got red.
Look at all the stuff you're knocking
I know
off.
it. Okay, see? This, the red and the brown are my favorite. I still got to put the tops back in them. But this is what we're going to be, this is the color we're going to be putting on his antlers, okay? So, where is my Mod Podge? Should be right in front of me. That's glue. Mod Podge, okay. So, I have a bowl here. Ronnie, sorry, I could use a spoon also. Actually, I'll just, no, never mind. Never mind, I'll use this popsicle stick.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what it looks like. Put it in a bowl, and now I'm going to take...
Would you like a paper plate to go underneath the antlers?
Yes, and I'm going to use a piece of this cardboard to put my Mod Podge on. Thank you. And I'm going to get a brush. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to put a good, generous coat of Mod Podge on the outside and the inside of one antler at a time.
Liz, I know Lisa mentioned yesterday that Liz Boyle is almost like another friend we have, Liz Doyle. But what part of the country are you from?
And I think that's so funny. I have a Liz Doyle and I have a Liz Boyle. Love it. My Liz Doyle is from Myrtle Beach.
North Myrtle Beach.
Okay, let me go inside this one here. I'm not too concerned about this totally getting covered up in here, but y'all know how I am. I want things to look uniform.
Jan White Fletcher is watching. Welcome, Jan.
Did you let the dog out?
Yes, I did, and they decided to bark even more.
Mm-hmm. Did Liz say where she's from?
Well, not yet. She's probably typing a lengthy response.
There's always a lag, y'all. Even if Ronnie and I are sitting by each other, we don't see the same thing at the same time.
And sometimes we don't even see the same thing. Sometimes things never show up.
Okay, so you can see I have a generous amount of this on here. Okay, so let's use our little popsicle scoop. And I'm just going to dip it in here and sprinkle it on.
Lisa, if you had to guess, where would you guess that Liz Boyle is from?
Well, I have a feeling you're going to tell me South Carolina. But I'll say North Carolina.
Well, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm just asking.
Oh, I thought you knew. I thought you knew.
I don't know. She'll probably tell us in a few minutes, but I just thought I'd get you to guess.
Okay, can y'all see this? I'll try not to drop any of it on here. And I want to flip it, which I'm going to lose some of it, which is okay. And put it down inside here too, so that the inside will be done.
Kind of messy stuff, but it cleans up pretty well.
Yeah, it just wipes right off your hand. It's not a big deal. I guess this is the same stuff that they used to, or maybe still do, flock trees with at Christmas. I used the spray flocking, but...
You're probably barking at the fire in the valley.
Probably.
I've probably never seen a bonfire before.
Okay, so now I'm just going to let that sit there for a minute. Liz Boyle, are you going to tell us where you're from?
I don't think so.
If you tell me North Myrtle Beach, I'm really going to freak out. Oh, I forgot I got to do paint his hoofs gold too on that one side.
I think she's going to be from Texas.
Do you?
Yep.
Okay, let's see.
Sounds like a good Texas name.
All right, I'm more interested in this side being velvety, so I'm going to put a little more on here, and I'm going to tap it down and leave it for just a bit longer. Actually going to use my hands. It's very soft. Like, this is the kind of thing that if you like to be manipulating something while you're watching TV or, you know, whatever, you could just sit here and just play in this. The other day, Kathy D was at Shelly Stacklin's learning how to do fake bake, and they were using like an air dry clay. And Kathy said, "Oh, this feels so good. I just want to roll this in my hand and play with it." And Jelly said, "Yeah, it does." Hey, Sharon Halverson, how are you, sister? Mine is real far behind on comments on the iPad. Can y'all see? Of course, that's way more than it's going to be on there, but I think it's kind of cool how I had this stuff for ornaments. Wasn't even thinking about this. In fact, I didn't find this deer till I was cleaning out one of the cabinets in the back of the bus, and I thought, oh, I'll do that deer on alive. And then today I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, what will I do for his antlers? Gold or bling or what? And then I thought, wait, I've got that flocking. Okay, so look.
Hello, Barbara Phillips.
See? Isn't that pretty? All right, so now I'm going to dump this back in here, and we're going to do the other one. And then see if we can get some greenery on. Okay, let me do the inside
and
first.
Painting the feet. The hoofs.
Oh yeah, I gotta do the gold.
You're a little out of screen, not too bad.
Yeah, see, I don't want to, oh, that's coming around to that side, okay. So, got to get packed. Got to get everything ready to go. Got to get the rest of the bus cleaned up. The rest of my lights on the porch all hooked up. So I can rest from all of that.
Are you packing light for this trip?
Well, I'm going to have to pack lighter than usual probably if I'm going to take craft stuff. Since I can only take one suitcase because we're not on Southwest. We have gotten very spoiled with Southwest. It's our favorite airlines for many reasons, one of which is 2 free bags plus 2 carry-ons, or a carry-on in person, or whatever you want to call it, but to me it's 2 carry-ons. So we never heard from Liz Boyle, huh? We'll have to look her up.
I accidentally hit a send request. I got to undo.
Okay, here we go. Scoop it on. And these dogs will do this during the night. Well, mine won't because mine will be inside, but the little one you hear that's so obnoxious is ours. And, but that other one, sometimes you can hear him at like 2 o'clock in the morning. My patience runs very thin.
There's no lights on the porch. Dark out there.
So annoying. Okay. Got to still do the inside, but I was letting that sit for a second. Now they're coming over here, so it's time for you to have a little come to Jesus with them. Like they're going to talk to him. He goes, "What are you barking at?" Well, Dad. I got to work on my Christmas card, y'all, while I'm gone. I do a watercolor every year for my Christmas card. I do a painting, and then we reduce it down to card size, and I send it to friends and family. And normally by this time, I've got it done. So I got to take some watercolor stuff with me on our trip, because I, like, when Vicki and I go out of town, I usually try to do our card from where she and I traveled. Hey, Allison, how are you, sister? So good to see you. I need to talk to you about a new logo, not a new logo, but a new Facebook page cover, because I don't like the one I did. I like yours more better. All right, I think I'm going to dump that flocking off on the inside right there. And let me check the outside over here. Yeah, this one did a lot better on this side. All right, so look. Isn't that so pretty? Now, I'm not going to put the clear coat that I talked about. I'm not going to put that on the flocking. I'm only going to do it on the rest of him. But first, I want to paint his little hooves gold on that one side, not on both sides, because one side has the paper on it. Will you please put this back in here?
All the dogs at the top of the hill are barking, so they're all barking.
Oh, they hear other dogs. Okay. Pamela McDonald, hello, hello. Okay, it's this side I was going to do. Alrighty. If I can get it undone. Yeah, the rest of them are on the counter. Okay, let's find a little brush.
pretty tight, Lisa.
I know. I'll take this little brush and just wipe off around here where the ashes were, where we burned it, or where the flocking kind of spilled over. I just love his little antlers. They're so cute done in that flocking. If I do say so myself. Okay. Let me see, that is greenery here.
Is this the one I had the other day? I thought I put a barrier under it.
Oh, here, this is it probably. Sorry, here. Let's see what other greenery Rodney brought over here. I don't like this stuff with the gold on it. Thing. This is pretty. Let's see what we want to do.
This can come off. Wax paper.
And we have some berries right here. 3 Savvy Sisters Creation. Hey, 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 tell me your name, please. Thank you. Okay. Ooh, that's messy. Okay, let's get these little hoofs done down here. This bright gold. Just to zhuzh them up a little bit. This isn't going to be like a blingy deer. This one may not have any bling at all, which would be real unusual for me. To have no bling? What happened? Okay, sir. It needs to go in some vegetable oil. Alrighty, see? Got some little gold on this feet. Here's the gold paint. All right, now I'm going to get some of the triple thick Dura Clear mix. 3 parts triple thick to 3 parts triple thick to 1 part Dura Clear. Alrighty, I think I'll use the back side of this plate to put it on, and then we'll be through, other than maybe some greenery on here. I guess I should put a little red on his nose on the other side like I did this side, huh? Do y'all think I should? Hey, Mary Jane. Do y'all think I should put red on the other side of his nose? Let me get a brush. Just drop the brush. Okay.
A red check on his nose.
Red check. No, I don't think so. Okay, so I'm just using the triple thick Dura Clear mix, and I'm going to cover this whole side, seal it real well, and the base. This just not only seals it, but I think it brings out the colors too. I could go back and put a few little pine cones right there. There's some greenery right there. I could actually put the greenery on it. So don't forget tomorrow, craft around the clock all day long, crafting with cardboard. It's a fun Friday. There will be some fun creators on there. I'm not sure what time the event starts. My time is posted on my Telegram and on a post on my page. I want to say it's around 3 o'clock Central Time. We have 45 minutes to craft with cardboard. So these Fun Fridays that Tracy's gotten together are so much fun. They're just, you know, light. Like, people don't have to worry about, if you're a creator on the live, you don't have to worry about being perfect or anything. I mean, it's designed for people just to have fun. Sometimes creators, especially if they're a new creator, they get real nervous about things like that. And Tracy tries to say, don't get nervous. This is all in fun. Almost got that done. Now, let me dry it just a little bit, and then if you can't see how well that brings out the color, I want you to see it. You just take a simple, ordinary, this was a metal elk or whatever that I got for $3 at a thrift store. Hey, Paulette. Hey, Terry. And somebody had already put like one coat of white on. Hey, Susan. But it wasn't, there was still like metal showing through. So I just put another coat of Waverly Snow White chalk paint on the whole thing. And then I went on and marked off my checks for this side. Did that in black and white check. And then this is an MC napkin that we decoupaged on this side and on the bottom. Then we did his antlers. I just painted them. Hey, Barbara. Hey, Janet. I just painted them first with Deco Art Americana Burnt Umber. I put 2 coats on there just to get it real brown. They suggest when you're using this flocking that you try to paint your ornament or whatever you're painting a similar color as close to the color of the flocking that you're using, so that if there's places where the flocking doesn't totally stick, that, you know, it just kind of melds into the other. Hey, Renee. So then we did the flocking. We're going to put a little greenery down here. And I think we're going to call it a day, unless I put a little red on his nose on the other side. I thought about putting a little eye, make a little eye on him, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Okay, so see how much more brilliant the colors are, or bold the colors are once you get that clear coat on it. You can still see the red ribbon that was on it. I do think we need to put just a teeny tiny piece of red on his nose on this side. Okay. And let me get a little DIY liquid patina again. Just put it on my fingers. So we're going to say he's Rudolph. They must not have listened to you real well when you went out there a while ago.
They're having a discussion with the dogs up the hill.
Well, those dogs. Boy, y'all, this is sticking to my finger. Okay, now. Okay, so now he's got some red on his nose on this side, and he's got red on his nose on this side. Okay.
Riley says, "What a great job you did. Love it."
Thank you, thank you, thank you. It will be for sale on my page later. Okay, let me get my little clippers so I can maybe put some berries down here and glue them on. I just don't know about these red berries. Should we put some berries around his neck? Y'all think he needs berries on his neck? Yes or no? I'm thinking about a little greenery right here. And actually,
Wanda Tyler is watching.
hey Wanda. Welcome, welcome.
You could put a limb in his antlers like he was running through the woods and tore a limb off with his antlers.
Yeah, I could.
What you want?
Okay, y'all, let me cut this. That one cut too good.
Need a hand? It's usually cut pretty good. Let's see where you're trying to cut.
I just wanted this little bottom part off right here. So I'm gonna glue it right here. What do y'all think? Berries? Hey, Andrea. Berries? No berries? Okay, just like that. Right there, right now. Because he's got some greenery right here. I'm gonna put this, I better make sure because this will not come off without peeling the paper off. All right, y'all think I should put this greenery with the few little berries right here where, see, it's got greenery on the paper. So should I put this like right here with the few little berries under it to cover up this little base or not? Should I just leave it off? We're in our motorhome at home. Yes, Deborah Rogers McDaniel says. What do y'all think? Put the greenery up here. And I can put some more greenery on the base to kind of tie it all together.
He's there with the gold.
Y'all think? Yes, Renee says, yes, I am. Okay, let me put a little hot melt. Now, when you've used napkins to decoupage like this and you put something like this on it, you're committed. If you ever pull it up, it's going to pull the paper up. All right, so I'm holding that down for just a minute. Thank you. Oh, there was another piece. Okay, and let me get a few little berries here.
So it says no put on base.
Well, I've already put that on now because a couple people said yes. Let me get some of these red berries. Use an odd number when you're doing stuff like this. It makes it more pleasing to the viewer's eye. So, my sweet friend, Lisa Corby, who has everything under the moon, I think, crafting page, won the original watercolor painting from me. So I let her choose which watercolor she wanted. Ronnie, you want to hand it to me? She lives in Florida, but she wants to move to Tennessee. So she chose this painting. She said it reminds her of Tennessee mountains. So this was an original watercolor that I did.
Not a watercolor?
Not a watercolor, a watercolor. Okay. Now I got the 3 berries in. Let me show you. Okay. So y'all think I should put some greenery on the base too? Thank you.
Renee says it's pretty.
Thank you. Okay, do y'all think I should put greenery on the base? Say yes or no. Oh, there's a heart. I saw a heart. Greenery on the base, yes or no. That sounds like a cheer. Greenery on the base, yes or no. I could have put a little red berry on his nose. Are you seeing any yeses or nos yet, Rodney?
None. I like it as is, says Deborah Rogers McDaniel.
Let me show you what it would look like if we put some greenery on the base.
Sue Frazier says no. Guess you could see how it looks, which is what you're doing.
So there's what it looks like with some greenery. Now, yes or no? Greenery, yes
Sharon
or no?
Lorraine Hegrich says, nah, it looks fine like it is.
Looks fine like it is. No greenery? Everybody agree with that? No greenery?
Nope. Renee Sharp says no.
Okay. Good thing y'all said that because I was fixing to put it on there. I liked it.
Sue Frazier says no. I'd say the no's have it.
I'd say the nose have it too. Okay. So, y'all, I think we have done everything that I had planned to do. We got checks, we got decoupage, and we've got flocking.
And you got candy stripe. Well, that's decoupage, the candy stripes.
That's on the. That's part of the napkin that I decoupage. So I have decoupage down here and decoupage up here.
Gotcha.
Cute, cute. All right. I think we're done. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you. Appreciate y'all coming on. And I hope you have a blessed evening. Don't forget to check the Telegram or the story on my page. Thank you, Jenny. And it'll say what time I'm going to be on tomorrow. Thank you, Renee. Craft Around the Clock. It'll be on my page. But Sharon says stickles. Okay. Where do you think I should put stickles, Sharon? I could put stickles in the berries right there in the bow, right in the center. You want red stickles in the, and then maybe outline the ribbon with gold stickles since it's already outlined with gold. Is that what you're thinking? Let's see. Let me get my red stickles out and gold. The bow red. Well, the bow is red and green plaid, and it's different shades of red, so it might be kind of hard to do the bow, all the bow red. All right, let's do these little berries. That's a good idea, stickles. Didn't think about stickles. This whole thing was turning out so much differently from what I usually do because I almost always have bling on there somewhere. Okay, hold on, I'll show you. Here's one right over here. Okay, I'll show you the berries, and then I can go back and outline the bow in gold if y'all think I should. Okay, there's the berries in the red. Hey, Sandy Smith. Okay, so that's red. Let's see if we can outline the bow in the gold. Here you go. Oh, it felt like my chair was fixing to fall with me. Okay, let's do the gold. Maybe I better put my glasses back on. I do love stickles. So much better than, what's that stuff called?
Glitter glue.
Glitter. Glitter. Ugh.
All right, I'm going to the valley to choke the fire up.
Okay. Ronnie said bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
He's got a fire down in the valley burning some stuff. All right, let me just put a thin line on this thin gold right here. Okay, yeah. Oh, I forgot the other ribbon back here. Hello. Yeah, that really gave it some pizzazz. That's what it needed. Good suggestion, whoever suggested that. Very good. Okay. All right. Now I think we got it all. Let's see. Yeah, that looks pretty. Okay. Y'all see it? Yeah. You like that? That's what it needed, isn't it? Very pretty. Okay. So now I think we really are. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put stickles on his little red nose so it'll pop. Thank you for the hearts. The gold makes it pop. It does. I'm going to put some stickles on his red nose. Make that pop out. Now we can see that better. Okay. Oops. Emergency alert. Isn't that cute? Love it. Love it, love it. He's really cute. Yep, I'm so glad y'all suggested stickles. That really was the icing on the cake for sure. For sure. So, this will be for sale. It's got to dry good first. And y'all don't think I should put some greenery down here to cover up these lines where the papers met? Hey, is it Delia? Welcome, welcome. Did I see Joyce fall on there? No, that was another Joyce. Okay. Just gets cuter and cuter. Thank you. See, I was just concerned. I was going to put greenery or berries because you can see the line right here where the two pieces are joined together. And I just kind of thought that might look tacky. So I still could put some greenery down there to cover that up, or I could just leave it. Hey, Robin. You do you, boo. I don't know. I kind of think maybe we need a little greenery down there. Auntie Louie, hello. Kim Wold, do you think I need greenery down here to cover up where these napkin lines joined. That was my original plan, and then people said don't do it. But do you think I should put some greenery down there, kind of like I put up here? Or should I just leave it alone? Barbara Poston, there you are, sister. Hearts. Yes, Deborah Rogers McDaniel said, yes, put greenery. Girl, I thought you said no a while ago. Go with greenery, Renee said. I know you want the greenery. Just put it on there, Lisa. Okay, let me go get it. Rodney took it and put it over here in this box. So let me grab it right quick. And get it put on, and then we will be done. Oops. I'll probably break fingernails trying to get this top off this box. Okay. Got it. Okay, here's a piece. Here's a piece. And here is the berries. So, I don't think that's one of the bigger greenery pieces, but that might work. Oh, please, I'm coming. Coming. Okay, we'll just go with this. I'll show y'all my turkey I ended up making with, remember those leaves that I waxed and then I used a gourd for his head? Well, here he is. He's fun. He's fun. Okay. Now, let's see about this greenery. It will look like he's in the woods. Yes, it will. Thank you, Barbara. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to put a piece right there. Hold it down. The turkey. Thank you, Sandy. Oh, he was a fun thing to do. Comes my daughter home. Okay, and then maybe this piece should be going this way. Yes, it should. Kind of connect them up a little bit. Move it back so y'all can see it. And then I'm going to put some of those berries in there too. Okay. Oh, I could just pull them off. Cool. You have to cut them. Okay. Y'all, a lot of times I forget to turn my glue tool off. And I come out the next day or 2 days later and it's still out here burning. Not burning, but, you know, I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot. I don't think it would do any damage in here unless it got up against something, you know, like paper or something. It might. Okay, hold on and I'll show you the little berries in here in just a minute. I think I'm just going to do 5. I was going to do one on each side, but I think we just do 5 right here. It'll be fine. Get away, Nap. Okay. Alrighty. There you go. And see, that just kind of ties all that in. You like that? Thank you, Deborah. Thank y'all. I forgot I had stickles on here. Am I touching them? Now that I wiped a little bit of that one off. Maria. Okay, y'all. I am going to let you go. I've got to work on my project for tomorrow and craft around the clock a little bit to do some prep work on it. So I best sign off for now, and I'll see those of you who can join us tomorrow. And then we leave Sunday dark and early. Our flight leaves at 6:45, which means since it's international, we have to be there at 4:45, which means we have to leave here in order to park and get our luggage in by 4. So that'll be a no makeup day for sure. And then, hey, Il fait jour, how are you? So, yeah, so we'll be traveling all during the day. We go to Miami, and then we have a little bit of a layover, and then we travel that night. But make sure you get on and watch Maddie's Mystery Box Challenge. That's all day on Sunday. I sent my box to Mary White with All Things by Mary, All Things with Mary. I think it's All Things with Mary. And she comes on right before me. She will be on at 9 o'clock Eastern. I will be on at 10 o'clock Eastern unless I can't get reception. If I can't get reception, then it just ends after Mary's. I hope I can at least watch Mary's, though, because I'm excited about her box. So there's Fifi with Il fait jour charms. If y'all want any designer stuff, fabric, charms, jewelry, purses, Fifi's your girl. So go to IFJ Charms, Il fait jour charms, okay? All right, I love you guys so much. One more time, here's what we did. Fifi just came on here. She didn't get to see it. So this is our little elk that we did with flocking on his ears, or his antlers. And then we decoupaged there. We decoupaged here. And then I hand painted the black and white and then antiqued the checks. Okay. Thank you, Phoebe. All right, y'all. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for you. Go out and bless someone and be blessed. Bye.